Arsenal News TV, your go-to source for all things Arsenal. And today we've got massive updates that could shape the Gunners' future. Thomas Partey's contract talks are heating up, 4 first-team stars are leaving, and a wonder kid dubbed Unreal by Declan Rice is catching the eye of Manchester City. Plus, we've got transfer rumors swirling around Mohammed Kudus, Viktor Gyokeres, Benjamin Sesko, and a potential Arsenal answer to Florian Wirtz. First up, Arsenal have dropped a bombshell with their 2025-26 retained list, confirming the departure of 20 players across their men's, women's, and youth teams. The biggest shock: 4 first-team stars are out. Raheem Sterling, Kieran Tierney, Neto, and Jorginho. Sterling's loan from Chelsea ends this month, and he's heading back to Stamford Bridge. Tierney, a fan favorite, and Neto, the backup goalkeeper, are also moving on, while Jorginho's exit is sealed with a potential move to Flamengo. But the headline here is Thomas Partey. With his contract expiring at the end of June, Arsenal have confirmed that talks are ongoing to keep the 31-year-old midfielder in North London. Could Partey be the key to Arsenal's midfield stability next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments, Gooners. Let's break down the Partey situation. The Ghanaian star has been a cornerstone when fit, bringing steel and composure to Arsenal's midfield. His current deal runs out in just weeks, and there's been speculation about his future for months. Arsenal's statement on their website reads, "Discussions are ongoing with Thomas Partey, Chloe Kelly, and Michal Rosiak, and will communicate once matters are finalized." This suggests confidence in tying Partey down, but nothing signed yet. Why does this matter? Partey's experience could be vital as Arsenal chase silverware, but at 31, is a long-term deal the right move? His injury history is a concern, yet his quality on the ball and defensive nous make him a unique asset. What do you think Mikel Arteta's plan is here? Let us know below. Now, let's talk about the departures. Raheem Sterling's exit isn't a huge surprise. His loan from Chelsea was always temporary. He made an impact, but his time at Arsenal ends this month. Interestingly, Sterling's son Thiago has just signed for Arsenal's Hale End Academy at the under-9 level. Sterling's partner Paige Million posted on Instagram saying, "Beyond proud of my firstborn son Thiago for signing with the Arsenal Academy. The growth, dedication, and hard work you've shown over the past year has been incredible." Thiago's already mingling with Hale End's finest, which could keep the Sterling name at Arsenal for years to come. How's that for a silver lining? Kieran Tierney's departure stings. The Scottish left-back brought passion and grit, but injuries and competition from Alexander Zinchenko and others limited his minutes. Neto's exit leaves Arsenal thin in goal, and we'll touch on that later. Jorginho's move to Flamengo is another big story. Arsenal are in advanced talks with the Brazilian club to finalize the transfer before the Club World Cup on June 15th. Flamengo want Jorginho registered in time for their clash with Chelsea, his former club, on June 20th. Arsenal could pocket a fee similar to the $8 million Liverpool got for Trent Alexander-Arnold's early move to Real Madrid. Jorginho's experience won't be easy to replace, but this could free up funds for new signings. Speaking of signings, Arsenal's new sporting director, Andrea Berta, is wasting no time. Let's shift to the transfer market, where Arsenal are eyeing some game changers. First, Mohammed Kudus. The 24-year-old West Ham star was a target for Arsenal in 2023, but Edu Gaspar missed out, and Kudus joined the Hammers. Now Berta has a chance to fix that mistake. West Ham are open to selling Kudus for $50 million, a bargain compared to their $80 million valuation in January. Jared Bowen praised Kudus, saying he worked so hard to win the ball back, while Liverpool's Arne Slot called him incredible. Kudus has 10 goals and 7 assists in the Premier League this season. Could he be the maverick Arsenal's attack needs? Or is $50 million too steep for a player yet to hit his peak? Next, the striker hunt. Arsenal are in talks for Sporting CP's Viktor Gyokeres and RB Leipzig's Benjamin Sesko, with BBC journalist Sami Mokbel revealing the club is working to finalize deal frameworks before choosing one. Gyokeres, with an astonishing 54 goals across all competitions this season, is the more economical option. Sesko, at 22, scored 21 goals in the Bundesliga and has near universal backing at Arsenal, but his $93 million price tag is steep. David Ornstein expects one of them to join, saying they're both fantastic options. Sesko rejected Arsenal last summer, so Gyokeres might be the safer bet. Who would you pick, Gooners? Sesko's youth or Gyokeres' goal-scoring form? Hit the comments now. A curveball, Arsenal's answer to Florian Wirtz. Reports from Team Talk link the Gunners with RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons, a 22-year-old attacking midfielder valued at $65 million. Simons racked up 10 goals and 13 assists in the Bundesliga this season, drawing comparisons to Bayer Leverkusen's Wirtz for his creativity and work rate. FBref data shows Simons and Wirtz are nearly identical in non-penalty expected goals, plus assists, key passes, and passing accuracy. One analyst called Simons one of the best 10s in the world. With Liverpool chasing Wirtz, could Simons be Arsenal's secret weapon? Or is this too good to be true? On the youth front, Arsenal face a battle to keep 15-year-old wonderkid Max Dowman. Manchester City and Barcelona have approached the attacking midfielder, who Declan Rice called unreal. Dowman scored 19 goals and provided 5 assists for Arsenal's under-18s last season, even training with the senior team. City see him as their next Phil Foden, but Arsenal are confident of keeping him. Losing Dowman would be a blow, especially after his standout performances. Do you think Arsenal can hold off City and Barca? Share your thoughts. Another youth star, Ethan Nwaneri, is set for a big role next season. The 18-year-old who scored 9 goals and provided 2 assists across 37 appearances is being groomed for a central midfield role, not the wing. Mikel Arteta sees him as competition for Martin Odegaard, with his ability to turn in tight spaces and create chances for Bukayo Saka. The Athletic reports Arteta started Nwaneri in midfield against Southampton on the final day, and he impressed. With Martin Zubimendi potentially joining from Real Sociedad, Arsenal's midfield could be stacked. Is Nwaneri ready to challenge Odegaard? Let's hear your take. Back to transfers. Arsenal's women's team could see Chloe Kelly stay permanently. The 27-year-old winger on loan from Manchester City said Arsenal helped me rediscover happiness after a tough spell. Her goal in a 5-0 win over Tottenham and her start in the Champions League final win over Barcelona showed her value. Arsenal's retained list confirms talks to sign her permanently. Kelly's emotional connection to the club, she trained with Leah Williamson and Lothar Wubben-Moy as a kid, makes this a story to watch. Would you love to see Kelly stay, Gooners? Finally, a transfer blow. Arsenal missed out on Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia, who's accepted a move to Barcelona. Garcia was a target to back up David Raya, but Barcelona swooped in, leaving Arsenal scrambling for a new second-choice keeper. This highlights a need for Berta to act faster in the market. With pre-season looming, who should Arsenal target and goal? Drop your suggestions below. Around the halfway mark, let's pause. What do you make of this transfer chaos, Gooners? Partey's talks, big departures, and targets like Kudus and Simons sound off in the comments. If you're loving this deep dive, a quick like would be awesome. And don't forget to subscribe for daily Arsenal updates. Let's recap the key points. Thomas Partey's future hangs in the balance, with Arsenal pushing to extend his contract. Raheem Sterling, Kieran Tierney, Neto, and Jorginho are leaving, but Sterling's son Thiago joins the academy. Berta's chasing Kudus, Gyokeres, Sesko, and Simons to bolster the attack, while Nwaneri and Dowman represent Arsenal's bright future. The Garcia miss hurts, but there's still time to regroup. Now, let's look ahead. If Partey signs, he could anchor the midfield alongside Zubimendi, freeing Nwaneri to spark creativity. Kudus or Simons could add flair out wide, and Gyokeres or Sesko might solve Arsenal's goal-scoring woes. But the clock's ticking. Berta needs to act decisively. What's the one signing you want most this summer? And is Arteta building a squad to finally win the Premier League? That's all for today's Arsenal News TV. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and tell us what you want covered next. Are we signing Kudus? Will Partey stay? Can Dowman resist City? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Until tomorrow, stay proud, Gooners, and let's keep believing in this team.